All right. So this is I got to be a little careful here because of where my tripod is. It's not lined up. I'm waiting for my arm to come from Amazon so I can do this right. But I wanted to show a basic gray tutorial because a lot of people, what they do is they just mix black and white and think, that's their gray. Unfortunately, you don't get rich grays like that. So what I'm going to do here, because I've been doing a lot of black and white paintings lately, but they're really not black and white. You're using these colors, believe it or not. So most artists that make a living at it probably know this, but again, I cater to the beginners because I always feel like I'm a beginner. But in my thumbnail, you can see one of the paintings I did using exactly this kind of technique to get my grays. So we're going to take contrasting colors, right? That's colors. Here, let me show you the color real quick. That are colors that are opposite on the color wheel, right? So as you can, here we go. Stupid light, bro. So yellow, blues, orange, greens, red, greens, you know what I mean? See, like, so if you want to make a gray, take your yellows or oranges and add like that spectrum of blues, violets, same with your reds with the greens, okay? And you're going to mix these together to make gray. So we're going to take a little bit of orange. And that's cadmium orange I'm using. Now I'm going to keep it a little... Now the way I do this, I go a little bit at a time, right? Because then I'm going to find the gray that I want, right? Like sometimes you want it a little darker, a little not as dark. Alright. Alright, so this is becoming... There we go. It's getting there. Now I'm going to take some ultramarine blue. Remember, it's still on that same side. There we go. Oopsie. Sorry, I've got my hand in an awkward position as I'm trying to avoid bumping the tripod. Alright, so we got that gray. Now let me just rinse my brush. And we're going to make another gray. Now we're going to use reds and greens. And take some of this again, cadmium red. Put it in here. Take some green. This is a nice dark one. There we go. Take more green. Again, just add the darker to the lighter color. That's what I find, right? Because if not, you're going to have to spend much more time. There we go. So we got this dark grayish color going on over here. All right. Now, let me rinse my brush. Now this gray here it's obviously very dark, and it looks a little on the red side. But anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to take a bit of white, because if we want to lighten it up, right? Make a lighter, cool gray. Now check that out. Look at that. Isn't that much better than just using black? Look at that. Let me get. Do I have a piece of paper? Here's a canvas. Oopsie. Look how nice this gray looks. Almost looks like a white, eh? Check that out. Alright. Oopsie, bumped. I'm so professional. Alright. And then we're going to take this one. Add a little white. Oops, I've compromised it a tiny bit, but that's fine. Now look at that. And we got kind of like a richer gray here. Look at that, eh? Isn't that great? You can make those. And now, just with that alone, you can make some of the paintings I do. Like the one you see in my thumbnail pic. Do I have any right here that I could show you? Oh, here. No, it's too far away. I'll show you right at the end. So now you've got a couple of grays, and you can, if you want it to be like a little warmer, add some of this burnt sienna there. You can add it in there if you want, or if you want a darker shade too. So you have there. Take a little bit of that, mix it together, so you have the same color, but just a darker version with a tiny bit of black. But now you're not just making all this just black and white, which kind of has a bit of a chalky effect in a weird, which is funny. I'm chalk master, but yeah. So there's a very simple tutorial. Now what I'm going to do is, sorry, I keep getting weirded out. I got to look at this camera here. I'm going to paint a picture of Tina Turner on black canvas using these grays. And then I'm going to show you on Patreon later the time lapse of how it all comes together. And you're basically using primary colors. If I had a little yellow, I could mix red, yellow, and blue together to make that kind of a gray like this. So there you go. Easy way to do grays. You get warm colors and cool colors working together. And it's really, I mean, it was a game changer for me for my black and white pictures, because I used to do everything black and white, like not realizing it just seemed flat for some reason. But that's how you make it not flatty. Non-flatty this is how you do it. So hope you like it. I hope it's helpful. And again, I'll show you the picture of Tina Turner when I'm done, and it'll be a time lapse of watching it go through, and I'll try to save the video so you can have stills throughout it, so you can go add this, add that, if you know what I mean. Anyways, thanks Patreon members. I really appreciate you. I guess I'll go and let my dog go